got out of a meeting at Round Valley High School where state and local officials provided an update to residents here in Eager, Springerville, and some residents from Greer about what is going on with this fire. I'm here with Tiffany Davila, and you are part of the incident management team. As we were heard in the meeting today, tonight and tomorrow are really crucial days to kind of tackle this fire. Tell me why.
So we're going to see decreased winds. Today we saw that, and tomorrow as well. So we are going to try and make as much progress as we can over the next couple of days until we see another wind event come into the area. With that being said, we were able to put on an air show today, really, for fire suppression efforts. We had about 6 helicopters working the fire, multiple large air tankers, and water scoopers as well.
Okay, and I know over the last couple of days, I mean, these have been unforgiving kind of conditions, circumstances. What has made it difficult to tackle this fire?
Well, again, this was a wind-driven fire from the start. We saw 65-mile-per-hour gusts the day this fire started. Yesterday, 45 to 50-mile-per-hour wind. So really wind-driven. It's been challenging for firefighters. They're making sure those containment lines are holding. Sometimes it's producing spot fires. The fire jumped the 261 yesterday. So winds have really been problematic over the last couple of days.
Okay, and I know that you guys have crews here all the way from Hawaii, so there's no doubt that you guys are working around the clock. How are you reassuring residents like you did here today that you guys are doing everything you can as this fire grows?
I mean, we don't want to displace the public. We understand what it's like to be evacuated from your home. There's a lot of people on this team that have had to be evacuated before from their personal residences, so they know. And our firefighters are working around the clock. We have a night shift engaged. We've had a night shift working the last couple of days. So we are doing everything we can, as safe as we can, to make sure that we're getting containment line in, that it's going to hold in the wind over the next couple of days, and that we have a safe area to allow residents to return home to.
Okay, what are some areas of concern? I know in the meeting they mentioned that the fire wants to move south, some other places. So where are you guys really going to be focusing in on over tonight and then tomorrow?
So today we were focused on the northeast side of the fire, the northeast-east side of the fire. That's really where we had a lot of the aircraft focused. The fire is really kind of spreading in all directions. And again, just because of the wind, the topography, and the fuel the fire is burning in. And then today we were actively working on the south side because the fire did get into a canyon near the Little Colorado River. It got into some heavy fuel in that area, and that's why people were seeing a lot of smoke this afternoon. But we had some helicopters engaged on that side of the fire.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Tiffany. I appreciate you chatting with us. And of course, you know, you guys again are working around the clock, and we will be sure to keep you updated throughout tonight and tomorrow more on this fire as we learn more and watch how it goes. We'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Mickaela, thanks for that live report. Let's take a live look here at the areas they were just talking about where we've been seeing fire growth today. We've seen growth on the north side, the east side, and the south side. The fire started down here in Greer. The good news is firefighters are really feeling good about the western flank of this fire. They feel like that's really solid. There's not a lot of growth there happening. There was quite a bit of growth today on the south side. Take a look at these satellite indicated hotspots. There was a big one just a couple of hours ago south of the fire perimeter. So there's definitely some growth south of the fire perimeter. However, there's not a lot of homes down there, and they don't feel like because of the topography it's going to move and make a big run south. The two big areas of concern, as we heard Tiffany Davila say, are to the north and to the east. Let's start with the north. They talked about the Little Colorado River. Well, I'm going to zoom in here, and you can see there are a ton of homes just north of the fire perimeter, right along the beautiful Little Colorado River. And the fire really got up into the canyons there, and it was burning today. You could look at all these little hot spots that popped up today. These were all from today, well beyond the fire perimeter. We learned today that 260, Highway 260, is a trigger. It's a trigger point. If the fire reaches Highway 260, it's about a mile or so away now. That's going to trigger a whole bunch of additional evacuations. Right now, everybody south of 260 and this little pocket of Eager, they're all under mandatory evacuations. All the folks up here to the north of 260, they're all on set status. Over here to the south and to the east, they're all on set status. So that's trigger point number one. Let's zoom in here to the firefight along the eastern flank. They're really trying to keep the fire contained to Highway 261. Unfortunately, yesterday it jumped over Highway 261, so that's making it a little bit more difficult. But you can see hot spots just beyond the fire perimeter. So that's where a lot of work was today. If the fire gets to this road right here, that's Water Canyon Road, that would trigger additional go status evacuations. Let's measure out how far away that is. I think it's about a mile away, if I can see. Yeah, okay, 2 miles away. So they got a little bit of room to work with, but that's the area. They're trying to build up as much containment as they can, as Tiffany DeVilla said, tonight and tomorrow, because conditions are good. The weekend, though, is looking really tough. For more on the conditions, let's bring in Holly Bach.
Yeah, Derek, that's good perspective. They don't want it to continue to move out to the east because that's then now out toward Eager, the northeast. And so that's where we know a lot more people live out in that community and then up towards Springerville. Tiffany mentioned it. They were able to get that air support today.